Hello, you guys. Whew, how's everyone doing? I'm bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. We can be on. It's 10 o'clock. What am I saying? It's 10, but it's like I'm just getting energized, y'all. I just cleaned out my pantry, my refrigerator, threw away because I went and bought a lot of Thanksgiving food. Cleaned out my freezer, looking at all the old foods to throw in my garbage can. Is full, but I needed a get up, get over here. They didn't start until I got on. Why y'all have to be so ghetto? What's going on? Come here. Hey, Miss Clarinetta. Hey, 901 King Deshaun. Y'all, we're gonna wait and start letting other people get the notifications. Hey, Miss Teresa. What y'all got going on tonight? Yeah, they cutting up. They been quiet. As soon as I hit live, they got to fighting. Hey, Tashawn. She said, I can't wait to get me 4 Yorkies. Oh, child, I spend so much money on Pampers, and I don't remember spending this much money on my own. Hey, Miss Gina, positive vibes. But I spend so much money on Pampers and food and pads, doggy pads, stuff like that. Like each and every time I go, like into the grocery store, I go, well, let me just pick up some more doggy pads. Let me just get another case of food, so that I won't be bothered about no food. Hey, Mr. Jamal. I'll be right back going to hit the like button on the other channel. Thank you, love. I want to talk about Young Dolph. I know I've been on here. I haven't been on here like I want to be because I've been busy, y'all. Hey, shit. Get over here. Yeah, the doggy pads have gone up a lot. Hey, Keita. I'm gonna wait and start letting other people come in. I want to go back to the beginning on this Young Dolph thing. I always say you have to go back to the very beginning, because in the beginning, that's where all the nuggets are. That's where everything was basically put out there into the atmosphere, and I think oftentimes people tend to forget. Now, I know a good salacious story is always, people love a good salacious story, but the truth of the matter is it's just cut to the chase, cut and dry, and that's why we got a 4-day trial. It was not a grueling trial that had to be dragged on as far as straight drop, whereas Young Dolph's family had to be put through hell and all of that. They was already put through enough hell having to look at that video of seeing his last moments. They got the opportunity to see him fall into his death, his body's reaction. That was horrifying for them to have to see, right? So they had the opportunity to see that. Now, I have people to send me messages and stuff all the time, and I'm real bad about checking emails, but then they'll leave comments, or they'll send me a message because they know I kind of hang out on Facebook a lot, at my Real Talk with Tamara like page, and they'll send me a message. I've even had people recently, and I'm like, is this for real? Send me messages saying, is there any proof that Young Dolph is even dead? Stuff like that. I don't entertain stuff like that. I think I have enough going on in my life, whereas I can't entertain stuff like that. I don't bring stuff like that to my channel. I don't try and manipulate the minds of people as it relates to stuff like that. I just, I can't do that, right? So So I don't respond to stuff like that when people do that, when they bring stuff like that to my, they ask me questions like that. I think that's a fair question. I'm not gonna answer no shit like that because we know damn well that young Dolph was killed and buried, and somebody's in jail for him, and you have people that have admitted to it. I don't. I'm not getting ready to entertain that, right? So that's why I say it's good to go back to the beginning. Hey, people have a right to question or believe whatever it is that they want to believe. I have a right to not entertain it, right? I'm not gonna get on here with no what ifs he's not dead. I don't YouTube don't, I'm not gonna do it. But what I will say is it's always good to go back to the beginning because a lot of stuff has been put out there, right? And I dare not jump on here and point the finger at everybody except for the people that did this, right? I can't do it. So I guess it would be boring. I guess it would be a little bit boring. But what I want to do is bring you the truth as I know it, bring you, reiterate and talk about what has already been put out there, right, into the atmosphere. Okay. So you talk about the shenanigans of, you know, I shouldn't have said the shenanigans. I should have said the young, not the young Dolph shenanigans, the young Dolph's case as it relates to a lot of the shenanigans that has put out there. That's how I should have worded it into the atmosphere, because a lot of people take a great interest in what has happened to young Dolph. Okay, as which is a good thing. Everybody don't just look at this case as being a cash cow for them. There are a great bit of people that definitely have an interest, and I think it has a lot to do, like I said, with the sensationalism of the people that are involved, like the rappers and all of that. People are just wanting to see, who all was involved, because we see that there seems to be quite a few people that have some type of um, familiarity that could be and that has been named in this, right? So I think that is definitely what brings a lot of attention and curiosity to this particular case, right? So, as I say, when you go back to the beginning, right? And we see on November 17th, and see, I was tired last night. We see on November 17th where young Dolph had unfortunately lost his life, right? On November 17th. We know that Cornelius has said, and he had been said it, that they saw him, they followed him, and you know they circled and went into he they pulled up, and we saw that, and they shot him, right? We saw that. So people have put into the atmosphere that young Dolph had was taken out. Now they're trying to I guess they're trying to say that the video is not real. What's up, Gray Face, that the video is not even real? I don't know, but I don't entertain that either. Okay. But Young Dolph they tried to say that Young Dolph never even walked into the cookie shop. He was already unalived. And it's, hey, we had the opportunity to see that he was alive, right? He pulled up, he walked into the cookie shop and all of those things, right? He ordered just like they said. Marcus was in the process of ordering the young lady. The young lady was in the process of, she was paying attention to what Marcus was saying, right? While young Dolph stood over by the window, which is why Cornelius was able to unload on him. I remember because in the beginning, going back to the beginning, when because Cornelius had some type of mysteriousness about himself, people even doubted that Cornelius was involved, right? And so that's why I said from the very beginning, people don't like it when I say I said, but God damn it, I said it. They can't whoop my ass, so it ain't nothing they can do about it. I said it. I said that Cornelius, people had more what's the word that I'm looking for? People had more what's the word that I'm looking for? My brain all fuzzed up. Um hey, people, I guess people had more, I can't think of the word right now. People thought more about Cornelius, had more faith in him, right? I guess than he had in himself, because as I said from the beginning, you never knew what he was saying from the very beginning, right? A lot of people had more faith in Cornelius than Cornelius had in himself, because you had people saying that he was not involved when he was saying that he was. So that's why I said they had more faith in him than he had in himself, right? So what you doing? Um so anyways, we saw the trial and all of that, and so that's why I always tell people, go back to the beginning, because what I tend to see is oftentimes, even when things have been put out there, I don't know who she was. All I know is she was a cashier. I don't look into that. That's the police job, and evidently, if the police didn't see anything, I don't. She could have been related to him. Okay, she could have been related to him, but as far as I know, she wasn't involved. She was taking the order. Okay, um, and so Todd, I ain't trying to be all mean about it, but I'm just saying, I don't know who she was related to. But even if she was related to Straight Drop, I mean, just about everybody in Memphis related some kind of way. Memphis is not that big. Okay, so maybe she was related to him and she's working at the cookie shop. Don't mean she had anything to do with it. My mind don't work like that, love. My mind don't work like that. YouTube don't pay me enough. Yeah, YouTube don't pay me enough. My mind just don't work like that. Okay. But anyways, you guys, I digress. And so when we go back to the very beginning, you all, here's the thing. This is what I want. Okay, this is what I want. And I don't hey, stop, girl. If you don't take my brand new Nikes out of your mouth, get my damn Nike out your mouth. Hell, y'all know y'all don't bite on my shoes. And I don't even wear Nikes like that. Shit, I do. And so, um, you better not you better leave my Nikes alone. They comfortable too. And so that's why, like I say, I always tell people, go back to the beginning. You know, it's not. I always said from the very start that it was not that that it was not that complicated. Now, I was looking at a vlogger last night, and well, I was looking at his show from the other day, and I think get your ass down. And I think he made a valid point. I won't say his name because I don't want people to start messing with him, because I don't think he meant any harm. I think he made a valid point. He says, I wonder why it is that because to me it don't necessarily have to be about vloggers, Memphis vloggers and vloggers on the outside, because I think everybody agrees that anybody can vlog about anything that they want to vlog about, right? But I think he made a valid point when he says that I wonder why it is that people on the outside tend to feel feel like they have more, I don't know if influence or something like that, than the actual Memphis vloggers or whatever, as it relates to this young Dolph thing. When Memphis vloggers basically know what it is, and if you've been here from the very beginning, I think you had quite a few vloggers from the outside that have vlogged on this case. Their stance was to come into this situation, which is why the FBI is involved, right? To come into the situation because quite a few of them were hired by Black youngster. Y'all don't believe me, I'm telling the truth though. They were put on by Black youngster. You notice they blamed everybody except for, okay, um, the the people that actually was involved in this, some of these channels, okay, and their thing was, we're going to intimidate Memphis vloggers. And if you notice, they really came at me because they knew I had a connection with the police department, and they were paid to start putting out different narratives that were not true, right? And so the sad thing about it is people love a good salacious lie. Okay. And so once you start putting the FBI on their ass, they start paying other vloggers to start coming at you. Okay. That's what happened when people come up out the sewer. And so what I was told is that once they started getting weak-minded people to start following on their train, they started getting them to do things on their jobs that's gonna get them federally indicted real soon. Okay, because I know 2 women that are, okay, following a vlogger. Okay. And then they got caught up. And so these people start following some of these vloggers who are just got a sewer mentality. Okay. They just got a sewer mentality. And the rest of them are bots. Okay. The rest of them are bots. And so they take this strong stance when, people can vlog and say whatever it is they want to say. But when you start going at the people that vlog on a case that's in a city, okay, when you start going at them so strongly, it is because you want your narrative that you've been paid to put out to stand. And the truth of the matter is, a lot of these people are gang related, and a lot of them are in some of the same gangs, right? You look at Black youngster, check out the gang that he's in. It ain't a whole lot of vice lords that's got in them, right? But I believe Black youngster is a blood. Check out some of these vloggers and check out the gang that they're in. And then the FBI doing it, so why can't I talk about it? They've been able to make that connection, so I could talk about it, right? And then ask yourself, why is it that some of these vloggers blame everybody except for the people that may have had something to do with this, right? And so, you start talking about hacking and stuff like this. These motherfucking bitches ain't got shit. So where would they get the money to hack, other than these women, going into, to their jobs, computers, and breaking federal crimes? You know what I mean? They send themselves back to poverty for a vlogger, right? But these are the types of things that they do. And so once you get one vlogger put in jail for violations, another one starts rising up, and it's usually all men because they bitches. What man wants to sit on their channel and consistently go at women because they feel like this is how I build my blog? But they go, this vlogger got numbers right here. Okay. And he telling me to say this, and that. He know the feds on him. Because if he was right, he would say, no, I already know, because I tried to pay a girl to kill her. So I already know they looking at me, but it's easy because these motherfuckers ain't got shit. They come from the sewer. So it's easy for them to take money to come at a vlogger. And that's why you have to put the FBI on them. Okay. Dig up what they doing and put the folks on them. because most of them doing dirt anyways. Okay. And then if they ain't doing shit, then you send a cease and desist to them and you sue them, and then start having your lawyers to send letters to YouTube, because this is all they got, and take their channel. Right? They'll starve if they ain't on YouTube, a lot of them. But that's how they've been able to do it, right? So I think that that's a valid point. It would have been one thing if people had jumped on here and I'm a vlog. Hey, if that vlogger say what he say, because it's a lot of vloggers that's from the Memphis area that say stuff that I don't necessarily agree with. They say stuff I don't necessarily agree with, but I don't attack them. I would never in my life. I never knew much about the Mo3's case. But there is no way in this world, okay, that I would ever jump on my channel and proclaim that I know more about the Mo3 case than the people down there in Dallas that's actually connected to some of the people that knew Mo3, that knew what happened, and all of the chatters around that city where it happened at. I'd be a damn fool, right? And so I think he had a valid point. That's why some of the vloggers have when you have more subscribers, it seems like, you would have it seems like, more people are listening to you, and, word kind of travels. And I think it offends some vloggers when somebody like me get on and somebody, Miss T, such and such, such and such, such and such. And I go, no, that's not what happened. Who she thinks she is? I got to be able to get my YouTube check. She messing with my YouTube check. I ain't never had none. I was just living out in the garbage can, and if she ain't going along my narrative, I ain't gonna be able to go into the crack house and get my crack and pay my bills. That's the mentality that a lot of them have, right? Instead of saying, look, I ain't got nothing to do with what nobody else say. I'm gonna just go ahead and tell my lies and buy my crack, and it'll pay my bills and all of that. Get down before I knock you down. Sit your ass down. Okay? That's why. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. That's why. And so when you feel like you need to bully and violate people to be able to be on, I think that's what kind of made a lot of people back up. Somebody said to me that was looking at this the whole time. They said when you started reporting what these motherfuckers was doing on here, I stayed watching the whole time. Okay. They said a lot of other people would have quit, because I know YouTube ain't paying your bills. Okay. But when you're being paid by the people, when you're being paid to put out a narrative, that's normally what happens. Okay. That's normally what happens. Check out some of these. Do what the FBI been doing. Okay. Check out some of these vloggers' gang affiliation ties. And then some of these people that have been, that they say has been, or name has come up in this young Dolph situation. Check out their gang affiliation ties. And then listen to what they say. It is already obvious. It is already obvious. The obvious was already there. And then the truth has basically already came out. What the hell? Hold on, y'all. Come here. Then the truth has already basically came out. So, like I said, when people want to try to come on here and persuade me to go in another direction, okay, stop. I've gotten to a point. I don't entertain it. I don't know where. I know a lot of YouTube channels and stuff, they pop up. I know they pop up, right? And I guess it sounds good, but I just don't have the nerve or I just don't have my nerves ain't good enough to be entertaining or trying to debunk a lot of the unnecessary stuff. I never went along with, young Dolph was kidnapped, and it got a lot of numbers. A lot of the people that put it out knew it wasn't true, but it got a lot of numbers. And at that point, I knew it was just a lot of people that was off of their rockers and mentally ill. I understood that a lot of the vloggers was putting it out because, this is how they eat. But then, I was just really shocked at how gullible people really was. Okay. I was really shocked at that. And so, yeah. Nobody in Memphis ever said that young Dolph was kidnapped. Nobody in Memphis believes that. Okay. And if you get somebody from Memphis that goes along with that, they probably aren't working with CMG. A lot of these people have CMG folks sitting up on their panels, working with them to plot to murder and all of that, but the FBI on top of that too. Okay. So these folks better be careful about who they follow. Okay, these folks better be careful about who they follow. These women better care about their jobs because the Fed's coming for them. But it's too late now. And these motherfuckers that don't want to go back to jail, they better be careful about who they follow because they want their channel to come up, bitch. Because we're going to send the Feds to you too, ho. Okay? It's always a thirsty nigga waiting and willing to do anything. Okay? But that ain't gonna coming over here harassing and stalking me ain't your claim to fame. It's gonna be your claim back to the penitentiary. Okay? Because we do penitentiary stuff over here, nigga. You fuck nigga, you bitch ass nigga. Okay. Anyways, you guys, let's go back to the very beginning. Okay. Let's go back to the very beginning. All right, as it relates to young Dolph. But anyways, that's how it is. Everybody has had their differences of opinion. Just because I've heard some Memphis bloggers say some stuff that made me scream laughing. I'm like, oh my God. I know a lot of this is entertainment. So when people say stuff and they are not trying to intimidate, trying to harass, trying to defame, trying to stalk, and trying to violate, and trying to put out hits. Okay. Hey, I don't have no problems with it. I'm like, Lord, that vlogger know they telling a lie. And it'd be funny to me, right? I can laugh about it and go on. Okay. And just because they come from Memphis on this, because we've all, there have been some things that I've said and somebody had told me and it didn't necessarily happen like that. But like 96% of what I said, that's what it was. Okay. And so that's why I say you really have to go back to the beginning. And I don't know how much longer this situation is gonna go on, as it relates to this young Dolph's case. I don't know how much longer it's gonna be. But I don't know how much longer it's going to be. Y'all, somebody sending messages to my phone right now threatening me. Now, it's something, but that's okay. I know what to do when I get off of here. I'm willing to bet before the night is over. Pay close attention. Now, somebody just sent a threat to my phone. Pay close attention on YouTube tonight. We're gonna know who it is before the night over. Just watch YouTube. Just watch YouTube. It's gonna come out who it was. Okay. Hey, stop. It's gonna come out. Just pay close attention to YouTube. Okay, we're gonna be able to know who it was before the night is over. Just watch YouTube. Okay. But the Black Barbie said, and I don't take threats lightly. When I get off of here, I'm filing a police report. That's what I'm gonna do, because I already know that whoever it is somebody from off of YouTube. it's somebody from off of YouTube that's got a YouTube channel. Just pay close attention, okay? But and see, that's what I'm talking about. So I mean, I guess I'm supposed to. I mean, if they had left me alone, I probably wouldn't even vlog on the case as long as I have. Just that a dog probably trying to tell you something that could be true because they could pick up on something, right? But anyways, y'all, it's always good to go back to the very beginning, you know, in this young dog's situation. Because like I said, you know, you think about Hagerman, who is a seasoned attorney. The dog wants some Scooby snacks. I guess so. Who is a seasoned attorney, right? He was straight to the point. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. If you go back and you all look at that video, right? That Cornelius, if you all go back and listen to those videos that Cornelius did, okay? That his when he testified in court, I think, you know, those when he was in court, if you go back, there's always some nuggets that may have been looked over, right? There are some nuggets that, you know, that may have been looked over. It's always, when I go back and listen, and I go back and listen to his testimony quite a bit, it's always something that I hear him say that I didn't necessarily hear him say. You know, I'm like, wow, you know, he really put a lot of stuff into the atmosphere, right? Put a lot of stuff into the atmosphere. And I guess my thing is, you know, we'll go back and we'll look at some stuff. But my thing is, I've always said, if I can't lead you right, I'll keep you in the middle, but I'm definitely not going to tell you anything wrong. That's why when I didn't know, I go, I don't know. I'm not sure about that, you know, because I don't want to ever, you know, tell anybody anything wrong. I don't have the nerves and stuff to be getting on here and telling all types of lies and stuff. I don't listen. I don't have issues with people that get on their channel and tell lies as long as they are not violating other people, right? You know, tell your fairy tale and you ain't messing with nobody. Hey, I don't have no issues with people like that, right? But like I said, it seems that to me because of there's a lot of sensationalism as it relates to this case because of the people that are involved, right? And then, of course, young Dolph was he was a beloved rapper, and all of that good stuff. And yeah, he was a beloved rapper and all of that, and he was doing quite a bit for the Memphis community, you know, and I think he would have did more. And so it was hurtful for other Memphians to rip somebody out of their very own community that was giving back to their community. I'll never forget that I was listening to someone say that I was listening to someone say that I was listening to someone say that, you know, young Dolph should not have had a straight drop up under him if he was not going to sign him. Since when did did it become mandatory to sign somebody that was up under you? I'm willing to believe, I bet that person that made that very same statement would never have demanded anything like that if Straight Drop had been up under Clive Davis doing dirt for him or whatever he was doing, riding with the crew. If Straight Drop had been up under Puffy, any of them, that person never would have demanded that Young Dolph sign Straight Drop. Young Dolph didn't have to sign anybody that he didn't want to sign. And so I think, and I think that's like one of the issues in our community when we become jealous and envious of people. We want to have a reason to do something to somebody. We go, well, they should have did this, when the truth of the matter is what they did to him, there's no justification, right? There's just no justification for what they did to that man. And so as black men, it's very disappointing to hear older black men make those statements and believe, try to stand on that, right? And so that's why I say there has to be something put into place. First of all, there has to be a renewal of the mind, because the mindset of our people is completely messed up, right? And it's by choice at this point. And then jealousy is the mother of all evil. Jealousy runs rampant in our community. And so I think what hurts people the most is that what happened to him, at the core of what happened to him is jealousy. At the core of what happened to him is jealousy, right? Um, the Black Barber says that's like the first 90 days of employment. The employer is not guaranteed to hire. Right. The employer is not guaranteed to keep you there, right? When you're on a probationary period, right? Um, Tambora says, hey Tamara, I heard the Southern drawl talking that ish. I said, yep, she on. but but like I say, it's always very good to go back to the beginning. And the good thing about it is that even young Dolph, I mean, do we not believe him? We blog on him. Do we not believe him? He left a trail behind, and that trail is what he put into his music, what he when he went live, what he put into his videos. All of those things is really the trail that he left behind. Speaking about what was going on. We had the opportunity to be able to go back to revert back to quite a few things as it relates to those things that had happened to him, right? And what's really really sad is that it has caused a just a major divide, just a major divide um, in the Memphis community. A community that was already impoverished. So I think that's why people hold a lot of anger. You think about Young Dolph's artists, I definitely understand their hurt and their pain, because these were dudes that was out in the hoods of Memphis, that was not that was in the street, that was trying to get money any way they can. When they, I mean, definitely probably just only dreamed of being millionaires, having a wealth of having pockets full of money, and he was working with them to ensure that. And it's sad that because of the dream that he had attained a lot of wealth, and because he was making other people into millionaires, right? There were people standing back in the background that was jealous. And when I think about straight dropping them, I'm very sensitive, right? I think about how these young men, they made bad choices, but they were also egged on and sent out to go and crash out and mess up their lives. Maybe young Dolph felt like straight drop. I'm sure there was a plethora of I'm sure there were quite a few reasons why he didn't sign. And whatever those reasons are, he was the CEO of Paper Route Empire. So he really ain't got to give no reasons on why he didn't sign somebody, right? That was his label. And so he should not have been killed, you know. That should not have been a motive to take him out. If that nigga, he ain't do nothing for us, you know what I mean? Like that's just kind of messed up. And I guess it's hurtful to think that there are guys that's my age that knew about all of this plotting and planning of the destruction that was getting ready to go on as it relates to another African American man, and nobody said nothing. Okay. You had people sitting around not saying anything. Okay. And that's even worse, because when you don't say nothing, that means you agree. When you don't say nothing, that means that you agree, right? And so, like I said, when we go back to the beginning, and we look at everything that happened, all of the names that have been thrown into the mix. Hey, it's something I'm trying to pull up. Hold on one second, you guys. Hold on, y'all. You guys, hold on. I missed my show. It's tonight Wednesday. I missed my show tonight. The twins came on. And I was busy cleaning up. I forgot to look at them. Oh wow. They had an event for him the other day. Golf for Dolph. But it's down. They took it down. Oh wow. Let's see. If I can find it. Hold on, let me see something. You guys, make sure you all hit the like button, okay? Make sure you all hit the like button. Police. I don't see it, you guys. Let's see. What's wrong with you? Girl. Yeah, I'm looking for some video. It's so many. I'm looking for the video of when he was unfortunately taken outright. For some reason I can't see it. I don't see it. You know, they still got this video, which is every time I see this video right here, it's extremely emotional. When I see this one, it's always well, we can't blame Kareem. I blame the people that did this. I don't blame Pre. Young Dolph said himself he liked to move alone. You know, that's what he said. So I blame the people that did this. I don't blame his artist. Let's see. Hold on. I don't know how. Oh wow, how did I do that? Okay, here it is, right here.
Dolph gunned down in broad daylight near I-240 and Airway still has an active police presence. Memphis police say they have no suspects in the killing of Adolph Robert Thornton, who's had brushes with death before. Brittany Clemens is live on the scene with the latest. Brittany.
Hey, Richard. Yep, as you can see behind me, cars are finally driving through on Airways. This street has been blocked off for a couple of hours, at least since 2 p.m. off of Airways Boulevard and Ketchum. About 30 minutes ago, police started moving the barricade out the way so cars can finally start going through. Traffic has been backed up for hours because drivers couldn't get through this way. It was pretty hectic today. Earlier this afternoon, the community just kind of flooded this area where young Dolph was shot and killed earlier this afternoon at at Makeda's cookie store. They were parking along the interstate. They were, parking and flooding the Shell gas station over here, the Dixie Queen, the churches, just to come and, talk to one another and mourn the rapper's death. Some community members who are still here, just a few, not too many, but some of them say that they have been here just for, the entire time, hours trying to get information on what happened to the rapper. What we do know is that he was shot and killed at the cookie store. We do know that there was a white truck earlier this afternoon that almost drove through the crime scene, yelling that they needed help because someone was injured. Turns out that incident was unrelated to.
Okay, they had been out there. It was cold, and they was sweating and stuff. What's up, Fat Boy Trucker? We haven't seen you in here in a long time. Hold on, y'all. What's up, the Alabama hitter? What's going on? So you guys, like I say, it's always good to go back to the beginning. I was trying to find, I'm not logged in to Facebook. So that's where all the good video be, and I'm not able to see. A lot of his video. He says, I went and brought back Fat Boy Trucker. Welcome back, fam. He said, you wasn't taking my heart serious. I just cried. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord Jesus, I tell you. He said, just saying. He said, yeah, you got Joe Clark quiet, Mr. Parker. But anyways, you guys, I've always said that as it relates to because once this is completely over with, in this young Dolph situation, there would be other, things that would happen, other cases where, that a lot of bloggers are going to, that case is going to have the same sensation. And so you're going to start seeing a lot of vloggers and stuff shift towards that. And I think that people should be able to vlog on stuff as it relates to whatever the situation is, because basically you're giving your own opinion. They should be able to vlog on that in peace, right? And I guess my prayer is, because I've been, doing, y'all don't see me on here as much, but I'm still going to come in and drop tea and stuff like that. I'll start uploading other videos too. I haven't gotten around to it because I've been so busy, but I will get around to it. My sincere prayer is, just like God stepped in as it relates to the young Dolph's case, and has definitely been in the midst of the the misfortune and the just the heinousness of what happened to young Dolph. God has been definitely in the midst of that, because young Dolph's family has been praying. We see Mia J that have been getting up early praying. And I do know that constant prayer works. And so my prayer is, before this young Dolph's case is over, that the vloggers that have been on here committing injustices as it relates to, the things that they've done. Um, my prayer is that they are also indicted. There's a speedy indictment as it relates to them also, right? So that when people start to vlog, because this right here is a source of source of income, of people being able to make money, so that people can get on here and vlog in peace, right? People can get on here and vlog in peace, and I do believe that that is going to happen. All of the people that brought a darkness as it relates, they brought a darkness, they'll be gone, right? He says, much love from Sacramento, California. Shout out to Sacramento, California. You all make sure y'all hit the like button. What's up? Is Mr. Parker here? What's up, Mr. Parker? Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, please do hit the like button, okay? Like, share, and subscribe, okay? Like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it if you all did that. Like, share, and subscribe, okay? They said, oh, Mr. Parker, Lord have mercy. Y'all hold on for a minute. I think I'm going to have to go ahead and they got too much energy. They have too much energy. And so I do want to say this, regardless to who was involved, who all, that hasn't been picked up or indicted, regardless to what happens, my prayer is that there is total justice, right? That there is total justice. And I do believe that that is going to happen, right? So that, because the most important thing is his family. The most important thing is his family. And so we do hope and pray for his family to get that of which they are praying for. It said Fat Boy Trucker in my right corner and Mr. Parker in my left corner. May the best man win. I want a clean fight, fellas. Oh, Lord. Anyways, you guys. Did you all hit the like button? Look, I think Fat Boy Trucker has been in the bushes. We mentioned him the other day. I mentioned him the other day, and he back today. So, and he back today. I tell you. He says, I promise I haven't been on. For some reason, I just don't believe that. I believe you was in the bushes the other day when I said something about you. I do. I believe that you were in the bushes. But hopefully, you guys, this vlogging thing can get to, they said where, oh Lord, now Stanley get ready to come out the bushes. Because I think Stanley be in the bushes. If Stanley is in the bushes, tell him to come out the bushes because I want to say something to him. mm. Have you all gotten your clothes ready for tomorrow for work and all of that good stuff? Tim, did you watch Justice for Dolph Govan documentary? I didn't. I haven't. I had not even heard of that. Mm-mm. He said Justice for Dolph. Oh, so Govan got a documentary? Is this an official documentary by Govan? Or is this like an official documentary by Govan? Says that mean it was divided. It said laid out and ready. Y'all, so was this like an official documentary by Govan or is this an unofficial documentary? This Justice for Dolph. They said Justice for Dolph Govan documentary. So you're saying that Govan made this documentary? Justice for Dolph is channel and he exposing who Govan is and connected to. Oh, okay. I think I heard about that channel. Listen, I heard somebody say, now I don't know if it's true now. In that True Results channel? Or is that a rumor? That Justice for Dolph, isn't that like True Results second channel or something? Or is that just a rumor? I don't know. I don't have any issues with True Results. I've never seen a channel. He doing a little better than Stanley. Why you say that, apple pies? Govan goes to court. Does he go to court tomorrow? Oh, they say it might be. Maybe it is. I don't know, but I never looked at it. I tell you, I'm gonna have to go check it out. Okay, he said Stanley painted him as an angel. Get. I tell you. Um, Fat Boy Trucker, you must have left. Yeah. Yeah, I really wanted to be on here. I was really gonna try for like an hour and a half. I really was. And I'm fighting. I am fighting to be on here for an hour and a half. But yeah, you guys, I like to see all of the vloggers who have not violated, especially those that vlog about young Dolph's case, and they kind of leave it open and they vlog about it to the best of their knowledge. I think that's a great thing, regardless to where they came from, whether they came from Fat Boy Trucker, whether they come from out of Memphis or not, hey, I think keeping his name alive has really afforded. The more you talk about him, the more it's sensationalized, the more attention it gets. That's more pressure to ensure that there's justice in totality. So like I said, rest in peace to him. My prayer is that his family gets peace. I pray that he's getting the opportunity now. I'm talking about him himself to really start resting, for his spirit and stuff, his spirit to start resting, knowing that there's some justice for him, And hey, yeah, my heart even goes out to the families of some of these other people that was involved in this. It's not the family's fault, especially if it's an adult, or what people go out and do, So I hope there can be some peace. I want there to be some justice. In order for there to be peace, there has to be some justice. And so there has to be some justice on YouTube, and then there will be some peace, right? And people can get on here. Hey, like I said, and do their vlog and do their thing and make their money and go on with their life, without being harassed for being great, He says, I'm driving. Child, I tell you. Anyway, y'all, listen, I got to go. I gotta go. I am in training. So I was falling asleep just then, so I gotta get my stuff. I gotta get my stuff out, get my bags and stuff ready, and take my shower so that I can retire. But what I'll do is I'll try and get on tomorrow night. If I don't get on tomorrow night, and which I more than likely will, if I don't, I'll upload some videos. Hey. I'll upload some videos for you all that I think you would like and enjoy. And I need for you all to help me out. There are some vlogs that I'm going to start uploading that my heart is definitely in also, and I have a passion for. I would like for you all to start sharing them and start to helping me spread awareness on a situation. all it takes is like for you to just take your finger and share it so that a lot of these people can get exposure and things of that nature. Of course, continuously pray for you know, even the families of these people that did not have anything to do with this, and unfortunately their loved ones went and made bad decisions. So they have to suffer also. I know it could not be a great thing for to know that your child took a part, and then looking at them stop, and then looking at them on camera, and how worldwide this thing has been. I know it has to be a horrible thing to to know to to know that your child is caught up in such a heinous crime, right? So for those parents that are having a hard time dealing, that are people that are involved on the opposite side, like their families, their mothers and stuff, who is devastated and hurt by their child deciding to take another child's life. I pray for those parents too, right? I pray for those family members who are truly remorseful and they're forced to suffer, all of this also. So, oh my God. Anyways, you guys, I enjoyed being on here with you all tonight. What I'll do is, like I said, I'll upload some videos tomorrow, and I need you all to help me out by sharing them, please, on your social medias. That would mean the world to me if you all would do that, right? Rest in peace to young Dolph. We have prayer for his family, for his children, especially, and his fans, his artists, and his fans that loved him, right? That loves him and truly misses him. My prayer is that, like I said, he's starting to at least get some type of comfort wherever he is, so that he can ascend to wherever he's going to go peacefully. Sometimes I think people get caught up down here, especially when their life was just snatched away unjustly, when people decide that they want to play God, right? So, anyways, I want you guys to know that I appreciate you all and I do love you all. I want you all to please like, share, and subscribe. Fat Boy Trucker, if you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App, okay? You're going to hold us down. Yes, I am, HD Bully. I'll be back on tomorrow. I love you guys. Talk with you later.